Yo, can you hear me, man?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right. Welcome, all y'all. Welcome to motherfucking Pinoid. Man, look, yo, this is the Church of Jesus Christ, not a bitch made nigga, and also the Church of Tom Pease is hung the fuck over. Like, yo, I had a bananas ass night last night. Like, real shit. Like, my nigga's about to go lay it down for 3 years. So, like, yo, on Thursday, he's going to jail. So, like, yo, fucking, I kind of threw him a party as a send off and shit. And yo, we got fucking twisted. Oh my god, we got fucked up last night, dude. Like, man, I bought. Yo, I spent so much money. yo, yo, I bet you I spent motherfucking like, fucking god, probably like $200. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I bought like fucking like a pack of grass fed fucking ribeyes. I bought fucking all the stuff to make loaded baked potatoes. I bought a bottle of fucking Seagram 7 and 7. Fucking bottle of goddamn fucking what's that shit called? Oh yeah, fucking Jack Daniels Tennessee Fire. I bought fucking case of goddamn Budweiser bottles and shit. Yo, and on charcoal and lighter fluid, and fucking on top of that, we spent like $40 at the bar. Plus, we was gambling and shit. Yo, nigga, yo, we got fucked up, dude. Like, holy shit. And it was the funniest shit I had ever seen. Yo, fucking Evil Dead at Doku. Anybody who wants to join the motherfucking stream, man, listen. You know what I mean? Fucking bring your ass to my motherfucking server and shit. And fucking you can like in there is the link for the StreamYards joint. You know, I mean, I think I can only hold 6 people, and I sent the link out to some individuals. You know, I mean, Evil Dead, I didn't even know you were around, but hey, fuck it, bring your ass over here. You know what I mean? Yo, Joker, nigga.
Yo,
Yo, man, mute yourself when you're not talking because you got a lot of feedback coming through your mic.
okay.
You know what I mean? Yo, gaming, what up?
Good evening. How's it going?
Yo, man, I seen you over there doing your thing on our race, joint.
Yeah.
Getting it done.
Yep. I try my best. I was very nervous at first.
Yeah, I was too the first time I went on our rate thing, man. Like, he's kind of like he's one of them stepping stones for like fucking like I don't know, I guess like in the line of like doing things like you know what I mean. Like you get like your first time on like a big stream, your first time like having an interview, your first time doing this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean. And our rate's like super respected in the motherfucking community and shit. So like you know, me and Excel went on there the first time. I was nervous as fuck, man. I didn't know what to do, but we had a fucking blast. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, I had a fucking blast too. It was amazing. It was fun as hell.
Yo, dude. Yo, I got fucked up last night, nigga. Yo, I got slaughtered, man. Yo, it was like, yo, it culminated like 3:00 in the morning. Me, my buddy, and his brother sitting at the kitchen table, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, fucking, we're sitting here, and like, all of us pull out our knives and start sticking it into the motherfucking that fucking into the goddamn kitchen table, like trying to get them all to stand up and shit. Yo, yeah, man. Yo, we fucked up this broad's table, something fucking fierce. It was terrible. Like, yo.
Yo. What an asshole.
Yeah, it was. That was an asshole move. I'll be honest with you. Like, that was a terrible move. I'll be perfectly real. But, you know what I mean? Like, yo, look, this is what happens when you get all types of fucked up. And I ate well beforehand. Like I bought like we made these steaks and shit. We covered them like garlic and motherfucking onion and some motherfucking some Saison. And then the adobo fucking sprinkle. Mm-hmm. And then we put them in Worcestershire sauce and they marinated for like an hour and a half. And we did them on the grill outside with a charcoal and shit.
Oh, sounds good.
Yo, we was getting it done, dude. Real shit. I made loaded baked potatoes and shit. And then like fucking, yo, his bitch was trying to fuck him like the whole night because like in order to like allow him to party, I had to buy her a bottle. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And like, yo, she killed like 3/4 of this fifth of fucking Tennessee Fire. And like, you know what I mean? She a pillhead. So like, she done sniffed up like 3 fucking Valiums or some bullshit. I don't know. Percocets or whatever the fuck they do. It was a white trash no state. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I mean? So fucking, I stood there and we fucking, what the hell we do? Oh yeah, fucking like yo, yeah, fucking so like the whole night long, like I kept fucking with him, like we were playing music and shit, and I kept putting on like fucking them club songs to make bitches shake their ass, and like yo, because like it was like fucking like it was like pushing a button to make her get all horny and start rubbing up on him and shit.
Mhm.
Like all of a sudden he'd have a butt in his face, just yo, it was the most. He's like, yo, fuck you, Tom. I'm not trying to fuck her right now. And I was like, yo, it was the funniest shit ever, dude. Like, yo, I had such a blast. We were fucking slaughtered drunk, man, for real. Like, yo, it was the fucking best shit ever, man. We fucking sat there, got it done. Fucking, I woke up this morning and this nigga's flipping the fuck out because he's like, "Where's all the liquor at?" And I was like, "Nigga, we killed that shit last night, bro. Like, yo, 3:00 in the morning. You don't remember? Like, yo, you done tried to pick the fucking like he tried to move a hoodie and it was like underneath of the fucking chair."
Mhm.
And like, and when he tried to sit down at the same time, and like the hoodie picked the chair up and moved it, and he ended up like laying all over the deck and shit.
Wow.
Yo, we was fucked up. We started a big ass bonfire out back,
Uh-huh.
you know, just for no reason other than the fact we wanted to start a bonfire.
Well, plus I'm sure it's kind of cold over there, isn't it?
Yeah, yo, it was like 35 degrees. Like I woke up and like my windows were all frosted over and shit in my car. Mm. And then I went down to the hood and got some groceries and shit.
Mhm.
Like legit, I was so drunk this morning. Like fucking when I was driving home, like I drove home and like I was like, you know what, man, I need some food. And I went to the hood. Like I went into the fucking project to the grocery store to go get something to fucking eat. And I never do that shit, but I was like, fuck it, yo. I ain't been to fucking that spot in a minute. Like I used to go there all the time when I was a kid. Like I used to live right by there. Like, yo, it felt so good. We got fucked up. You know what I mean? Had a damn good night. I feel like shit right now, though. I'll be honest with you. So, how was y'all's weekend?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah, it was great. I pretty much did what I usually do when everyone's home, just sleep and relax, because that's my time off from the kids when everyone's not working.
Yeah, I feel you. You know what I mean? Fucking. I had my baby's mom's texting me all day yesterday how she's gonna kill herself because she broke the computer I bought her.
Oh,
Right? Yo, she's like, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm just gonna go die. I'm gonna leave the kids with my friend and I'm gonna go kill myself. And I was like, yo, bitch, where's my kids at? You can't have them. They're my kids. And I was like, yo, you dumb bitch. Shut up. Like, yo, stop being fucking white. Like, for fuck's sake. Yo, and son, yo, what's going on, man? How the fuck you doing, dude? Oh, and my kid called me today and I was talking with him.
Mhm.
Fucking like, yo, that nigga's getting too old, man. Real shit. He's starting to like use like actual logic and shit against me. And I can't be tolerating that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be tolerating your kid
Yeah, of
trying to
course
argue
not.
with you and make sense. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's fucked up. Yeah, you don't make sense. I'm supposed to only make sense, even when I don't make sense. You shut
Exactly.
up. Mhm.
I can just say whatever I want to you on a regular basis. Shut the fuck up. Know your goddamn
Mhm.
position, nigga.
Exactly.
Like, yo. Yo, oh man. Fuck, I got fucking smashed last night. We went to the bar and we bought we went to this American Legion. They be having them like tickets you can buy.
Mhm.
And I spent like $30 on them motherfucking tickets and shit and lost. I was fucking upset.
Hmm.
Like, man, listen. How am I gonna spend $30 on tickets and I lost all of them? What type of bullshit is that?
Oh, by the way, your bottom bitch came to my stream last night and he got me drunk.
Oh, good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, it was very good, very happy. So
I
now
have
I
not
have
talked to
to.
him.
Tomorrow I have to actually go to the liquor store and buy more booze because I'm actually almost done with my the bottle of booze. Ever since I started that shit, that donate $10 and I get drunk on stream, that's been a little too successful. I'm gonna have to price up the fucking thing because now I'm gonna become an alcoholic.
Oh man. Well, if you're gonna do that, I guess you're gonna have to raise your prices on all your other perks.
Right, right. Nah,
Yeah, I
I
feel
can't be
you.
that big of a bitch. My channel's too small. I'll still keep it like that for now.
I got you. You know what I mean? Fucking anybody hear about anything interesting going on in the news, man? Because I haven't heard shit. I was deep in a trailer park, fucking like hungover watching a fat chick trying to
Right.
rape a skinny dude. Like I'm fucking
I just
I haven't
wanted
been
to
around.
say to the meme of destruction. Hey, thanks for the sub, man. Means a lot.
Yo, the memes is the shit, yo. Fucking like, yo, we got a lot of love for memes out here, man. Fucking, he's cool as shit. He has a link. He said he's gonna hop in here in a little bit. Why's the rum growing? Because we drank it.
Well, there was this one thing that I found interesting Friday where I don't know if you've heard it or not. Apparently, Bernie Sanders was snatching candy from kids that had a little too much in their bag so he can give to kids that didn't have much candy.
See, that's the problem with communism, man. When you work your dick off, you go door to door, you fill up a whole goddamn trash bag, and these niggas want to take half your candy and give it to the kids who wasn't out here grinding and getting it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, look here, dude. Yo, communism is bad. All right, on every level. All right, like eye level, motherfucking the spiritual level, sea level, you know what I mean? Motherfucking, you know what I mean? Like the level on a motherfucking John with a bubble in it. Yo, all types of levels. Communism is a bad fucking thing. You can't be taking candy from one nigga and giving it to somebody the fuck else. All right. But you know what? It's probably not a bad thing. All right. Like real shit. Yo, if kids learn about communism early, you know what I mean? They find out, yo, if I hustle hard, they're going to take all my money and give it to some bum ass motherfucker who ain't willing to go hustle. Maybe it'll help us in the long run. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of getting a real acceleration in this ideology as of recently. You know, like, fuck it. Let's put the pedal down. You know, let's give away a whole bunch of free shit and let's crash this motherfucker. Everybody get on Social Security. Everybody should get food stamps. Let's crash this motherfucker as fast as goddamn possible. You know, I don't know how well that's going to work, but it might. You know what I mean? Legit. You know?
Yeah, like you said, best case scenario, kids will learn early and be like, I don't like this, or worst case scenario, they could be indoctrinated early into, I think this is okay.
Yo, I agree with you. Like, yo, memes, what up, man?
So, do I understand correctly that you didn't hit anything on a meat shoot?
What the fuck's a meat shoot?
Oh, you're at the Legion. Oh, they're doing the tickets or
Legion.
something like. Oh no,
Yeah.
usually when I usually do that, it's usually like they're auctioning off meat from like the local butcher.
No. Like it's a Legion. Like they legit. Like if you like fucking like you get like a picture of a chicken or fucking whatever the fuck it is on the fucking little ticket, then you win money, right?
Oh,
But like you know,
we use
it's
cards.
actual gambling. Nah. We have legal gambling in Pennsylvania. If you have a club, like you can gamble as much as you want.
Private establishment.
Yeah.
No, that's how they got avoided like the no smoking laws when they passed them here in Massachusetts. I had to buy a lifetime membership for $1. Give you like a little ticket.
That's expensive.
Well, I mean, to smoke inside, personal choice. They've been there for a while. So
And
what's
just for one lifetime? I mean, shit, that for $1, man. That's expensive.
I mean, you could hire an attorney, but it might be cheaper to get another membership.
Yeah.
So
sure.
yeah, what's going on, guys? How we all doing?
fucking-
Fantastic.
Yo, hell yeah! I just had some rigatoni and shit. Fucking chilling, hungover, and I'm out here to work in
Oh
like
yeah,
3
no,
hours.
I heard you did a little drinking, a little defacing of somebody's property that you're obviously going to go back sand and sane for the young lady.
Probably not. Well, I don't know, man. Like, yo, I have fucked her before, but like, yo, I don't know, nigga. I don't know. I might go
You
over there.
have
and fucking
confessed.
fix
You've
it.
used your words. Now you can use your actions to help make it right.
I feel you. Like, man, listen. All right, I was fucking drunk last night, bro. Like, I was fucked up because I don't drink whiskey. Like, legit, I don't drink. Usually, when I drink whiskey, I end up knocking somebody the fuck out. But there was
It
just
can be an
nobody getting
anger-inducing agent for some folks. I've noticed.
Yo, it does. Like, man, listen, I get real antsy and shit. You know what I mean? But like it was mad chill, like, and just it was like a good vibe. And like I guess I ate too. That was the other half. Like I did it on a full stomach. That's a good way to drink. If you're gonna drink, do it on a full fucking stomach.
Have a base,
Like-
or else you get all that stomach acid, so you get sick. And then if you feel like you're going to be sick, you might be more aggressive because you're feeling terrible.
Yeah, just as in general thing. Like you can process the alcohol better with food. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because like if you try to eat after you've been drinking, like I don't know if you got super drunk one time, and like I got really, really trashed one time for my I think I was like it wasn't my 21st birthday. I think it was like my 25th. I got fucking smashed. I had like fucking I had 7 triple shots of the 3 wise men, the Jack, Jim Beam, and Old Granddad, right? And then I fucking started shooting tequila, and then I fucking drank like 11 goddamn beers, and this is like in like 2 hours. Nigga, I was fucked up, dude. Like I was bouncing off of shit, walking the fuck home. Like yo, I was holding on to like the fucking fire hydrants, trying to get the fuck back to the crib and shit. It was not positive.
So you were the stereotypical person stumbling along outside, knocking over trash cans, making a bunch of noise. And folks like, do we need to call the cops, or is he okay? Or
yo, did you ever wake up and then puke? Like yo, you just wake up and then puke on the side of the bed and then go to fuck back to sleep because you're like, I can't do it right now.
Dude, I got in
have
so
to
much
wait.
trouble for puking on the floor after I puked into this vase once because I was at my buddy's house and been drinking a bunch. One of my friends, he's like, oh, it was my friend's brother. He's like, oh, you look kind of sick. He's like, here, puke into this. So he gave me this vase. So I puked in it and everything. So I puked into it again. And then my buddy, like the next day, he's like, actually, no, it's like a week later. He's like, dude, I had to clean up like your mess and everything. I'm like, what are you talking about? No, I puked into the thing. Just empty it out, a little water, stuff like that. And this went on for like 10 years until one day he told me, he's like, no, that vase you puked into, there wasn't a bottom. I'm like,
Wow, you can do it too.
like, well, it was one of those fancy ones that you put like the fake plants and like the bamboo and shoots and everything. So maybe they broke the bottom. I don't know. All I know is, I'm like, why is my friend so mad at me? And then I received additional information.
Well, that's their fault. Fuck them. Fuck them in the ear.
Well, his brother gave it to me, so like it was like I didn't know the extra part. All I know is puke into this. I'm like, okay. Well, at least it's not as bad as like when I got so drunk I went to take a leak and then I kind of fell over and stumbled into a cat box.
Okay.
Yo, I had a buddy of mine try to take a piss and he tried to lean onto a bush that he was taking a piss into and ended up falling into the bush.
Did he miss all vital areas?
Yeah, I don't even know.
That could be
man.
bad, man. That could be bad.
It was the funniest shit. Like my man fell into the bush. Like he was sitting there peeing and he started leaning forward, like putting his hand up like he was gonna
It's
like
like
put it
a
on the
wall or like
Yeah,
a tree.
no,
And bushes given.
yeah.
What the hell?
What the fuck just happened? Did y'all hear that?
Yes. You turned into a techno song. Nice.
Yeah, it
hold
was
on,
like
let me take him out and bring him back.
giving.
Oh.
God damn.
I had my orgasm. Thank you, meme.
this nigga turned into some house music and shit. Yo, memes, if you could hear, turn off your camera. Turn off your camera. I don't know what the fuck that was. Like, yo, because like I'm sitting here and I'm looking like, is my shit frozen? I don't know what the deal is.
I was thinking it was my end. I was like, give it. Wait.
Yeah,
What? Is my stuff messing up?
Like, because like, yo, that legit, it can't be me. It's like, yo, I don't think that's how this works.
Oh god, that was hilarious. Somebody needs to corrupt
Yeah,
that shit.
my first time drinking alcohol, I thought I was a lightweight because what me and my father did on my 21st birthday is we went to this Chinese restaurant where I've been going to. It's been around so long that they knew me since I was in diapers, and they found out I was 21. So on the house, they brought out the sake and the fancy sake carafe and the special little cups and everything else. And after about half that little carafe of sake, I was wasted. Then I found out, like way later, around Christmas, that I have a higher alcohol tolerance than I thought. It was just sake is my weakness, because I could sit here and down crap tons of alcohol and then wake up, be fine, and everything else.
Yo, hold up. My man says I'm a bitch for not showing my shit. Like, yo, what do you want to see, dude? Like,
Oh god, it burns! Turn it off! Turn it
yo,
off!
there ain't a whole lot to see out this bitch. You know, just is what it is. Oh, and I did see, yo, did either one of y'all catch any parts of that fucking fight, Canelo Alvarez versus fucking Kovalev and shit?
I don't really want
No.
to.
Yo, Canelo knocked that motherfucker the fuck out. Yo, what are you effing for in the goddamn chat?
Because of your fucking face. I'm
Yo,
fine
stop
now.
putting
Thank you.
F's in my chat, motherfucker. Like, Jesus Christ. Don't be a bitch.
We're only
Hey,
four.
Pino got a nice looking face. God.
Oh,
Well, see now, but it was a surprise the first time I saw his face.
because you thought he was black. And he has
Yeah, I
bad
thought
credit.
he was black because he sound
And bad credit. Don't forget
dude,
the bad credit.
All right. Wait.
when I
The
first
house.
heard
The
him
house
talk-
music is back. Wait,
Yeah,
the house music is back.
sing it to us again.
He said,
What?
and
Oh, that was a good movie.
Mm.
Dude, where's my car? Right?
What?
No.
What? No.
And then,
No.
and then, and then, and no, and then, and no, and then.
Dude,
Yo,
where's my car?
you were spacing the fuck out. That shit was crazy as fuck. Oh,
Yeah,
Like,
we're
we
gonna
went
make it
into an
into a
eternal
remix.
loop.
Wait, what?
Remix.
Which one?
when you left, right? Fucking like when your shit went fucked up, like yo, you went into a loop, right? It just went and then 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 and then.
Dude, Streamlabs hates Max. All I know is I saw myself like this, and it's like I'm not moving anymore. Oh, my computer's resetting. Okay, all right. This will take a moment.
Doku, what up, man?
Yeah, chilling, dude. What the fuck did I miss?
Oh, yo, where are we at, man? Like, what part of this, or where you want me to start at, dude? Because, like, yo, I had a wild night. Memes of Destruction decided to become a house band for some reason, right? Like, yo, legit, he sounded like a techno song when he left. Like, he was fucking like just boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna.
Dude,
I'm gonna
I was going to the fucking gas station to buy a fucking Black and Mild, and I heard y'all talking about getting drunk, and then I just heard, and then that's when I was like, yeah, no, fuck it, I'm just gonna join fucking StreamYards.
Doku, this has been clearly established. I ruin everything.
Yay!
Fucking scaly.
AP, if you want to join, nigga, like yo, the links in my motherfucking in my whatchamacallit, fucking in my goddamn Discord, in my war room. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, come fucking hang the fuck out and chill with us, man. Fuck, yo, it's been a goddamn minute and shit. Yo, but man, yeah, listen, Doku, nigga, I got fucked up, nigga. Yo, I got fucking smashed last night. And I didn't even get laid. I was upset. My boy was like, dude, fucking what did he say? He said, yo, there's a fat bitch. You like, if you just start doing shit and hanging the fuck out, she just appears and starts sucking people's cocks. And I was like, where is this broad at, dude? Like, she didn't show up all fucking night. I was highly upset. Like, yo, I was really looking forward to getting my dick sucked by a fat bitch last night.
What it sounds like you're combining the tale of like a genie and a freaking leprechaun.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it's just kind of one of
You just start rubbing things and you get wishes.
Nah, it's like the field of dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you build it, she will fucking show up and suck your cock. It's kind of the deal.
I don't think that was the phrase.
Wouldn't it be you would come? I
No.
mean, wouldn't that be better for you?
If you build,
Normally,
will
this
come.
is where you
There you
fucking plug in that fucking Will Smith, like, yo, that's hot. Like, what? Goddamn, dude, how drunk were you?
I was pretty drunk, dude. I was legit fucking drunk last night. Like, I don't know. Okay. It culminated in us turning into 12-year-olds, sticking our knives into a fucking dinner table. It
was like that.
Yeah, it got down to that level. You know what I'm saying? It went full white trash. You know what I'm saying? Kids hanging out in a tree house. You know what I mean? Fucking, like, I started reaching in the drawer, grabbing, like, butcher knives and stabbing them into the goddamn table.
You used her own culinary.
Yes!
Used her cutlery against her own furniture. Now, okay, dude, you got to get some sandpaper now and fix that.
And I tried to do it with a butter knife, but apparently they bend. I didn't know that. Like, fucking.
No.
That's because they're... Okay, you're telling me you went full fucking Little Rascals if they fucking managed to get their hands on a bottle of 151.
Yeah, I am. Look, I had like 15 beers and fucking half a bottle of fucking Seagram 7 and 7.
Hey, fuck it, man. You got to cut loose every now and then. What are you going to do?
And then I had 2 ribeye steaks, 2 loaded baked potatoes, and I'm trying to think here. And I think that's about it last night.
Asparagus?
No
God
asparagus.
damn.
Yo,
Dude, so you didn't just get fucking drunk, you fucking splurged like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna knock you for it, but damn, bro. I mean, fuck. Cheers. Happy fucking Sunday. Happy Saturday, happy Sunday. Fuck, dude, I'm not gonna knock you for it.
I feel you. Like, this is what we do. Sometimes you have to do ridiculous shit. You know what I mean? Spend some money on your niggas and show some love. You know what I mean? And be that type of motherfucker. You know what I mean? My boy's like, yo, bro, every time you come around, man, we be balling out and shit. And I'm like, yo, look, man. All right. I love you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I've known this motherfucker 31 fucking years. All right. And I'm 36 years old. There are not many people in this fucking world who you're gonna fucking like be on that goddamn level where it's just like, yo, what do you need, nigga? Like, I got you. You need a cell phone? Like, yo, you need shoes, you need a spot to sleep, you need a motherfucking whip, bro. I got you. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck it is, you need bail money, you need fucking whatever, nigga. I got you. You motherfucking brother. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it that way. Because when that motherfucking broad tried to steal my shotgun out the goddamn crib, you was standing right there, motherfucking like, yo, holding down for it. When you was standing here, motherfucking like, yo, when that nigga came to the motherfucking door and shit and wanted beef, you stood right behind me and we backed that nigga down the fucking steps and shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, when these niggas came for us and shit, me and you was running together away from the motherfucking cops. Like, that's my boy. When I wrecked my car into a guardrail and end up leaving it in the farmer's field, you was the nigga standing here, motherfucking pulling Tom Pease the fuck out of the motherfucking car and shit and dragging me to fucking safety to make sure I was all right. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it. So, like, yo, it always goes back and forth on that level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, you only live once, and it's rare that you find someone who's actually willing to fucking stick by you. So, fuck, if you find someone like that in your lifetime, then shit, dude, more fucking power to you.
No,
cheers to that shit.
No, dude, you can definitely feel the
Damn
love,
straight.
and it also explains why you don't have any money. So the good
I'm
people
good
on
right
the
now, nigga.
internet-
I still got like $800 in my pocket. I'm all right now.
Tom, let
So,
me
I'm
chill
fucking
for you
good.
for freak's sake, man. I'm like, if you like Tom P and what he does, feel free to sponsor him through any of the applicable links that are hopefully in the description below.
yo, fucking Brandon. Yo, Brandon, you right, man. Yo, Brandon in the motherfucker. Hold up, man. You know what? I think I can like actually click on these joints and motherfucker put them up on stage. Yeah, here. Fucking, yo, show that shit. Yeah, good friends are rare. What? Yo, niggas, show that shit, bro. Fucking, yo, Evil Dead show.
Oh, you can do fancy
Yeah,
stuff.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do stuff with this, right? I'm trying to get it to work right. That's why I don't fuck with cats no more, because that type of nigga don't exist no more. Trill talk. Yo, fuck that. I still got them soldiers with me. Though this motherfucker, like, yo, he got locked up when he was 18 and he did like 6 or 7 years for fucking selling 800 pounds of weed doing undercover.
No, that's not good. That's not good.
That's a lot of bud.
Oh no.
Oh, if you wait a few more years, man, you could have been in business. Oh, fuck.
And now that he has those felonies, he ended up catching a gun charge and shit. And fucking, he's going back in for 2 years, which is what we was motherfucking said that we were having a send off party for him and shit. And I mean, he caught another gun charge and a kidnapping charge and shit. So fucking, he's going to lay it down for about 2 years, and he got about, I think, 10 years of parole after that. He has to walk off.
Do you think his likelihood of having those other, basically more serious, potentially violent felonies on his record may have been avoided had he not had the original like pot charge? Hard to tell.
Well, all right. So like this is the problem, like with coming from the places where we come from, right? So like we came from these super poor neighborhoods where it was like, you know, you had to like fight at the bus stop to keep your shoes, coat, and hat. And so you had to make your own way up. Your parents weren't going to pay for college for you. You didn't have any of these like regular ways of making a fucking way of going places. School wasn't going to be working for you. You had to have a hustle, a grind. You had to have something. And he's 6'7", I think. Yeah, he's 6'7". And like he fucking was being scouted for college ball and shit. Like he was going to go play basketball. And they ended up getting into a fucking accident that he broke both his legs when he was like fucking 17 or 18. Yeah. And all that shit got ripped away from him. And so like, you know, he still had like that lifestyle that he wanted to live, you know what I mean? So he started selling fucking weed and shit. And then he got pinched on that shit. And then he went to jail, and it just kind of like snowballed after that.
Yeah.
And drugs and bullshit and nonsense.
No, that's the thing that bothers me, dude, because I've heard that story before, dude. I've gone to school with folks that literally like getting scouted for a college ball all of a sudden, he gets busted. I was going to the gym before with a dude that he still played some tennis, but dude, he was like a child prospect, played with like Andre Agassi and stuff like that. Then he got into a four-wheeling accident, smashes his forearm. There was the end of his potential career, dude. So that shit happens, man.
Yo, it does. It happens a lot. Now I've seen it a lot happen. You know what I mean? Like, because there's guys from my neighborhood who, like, you know, like their moms were single moms, and like when they divorced their dad, like their dad ended up going and making up something of themselves like later on. And so like the one of them, like his fucking pops is like this huge neurosurgeon and shit. And like, so like fucking, he lives down in like the Florida Keys and makes all this fucking money. He got like a yacht and all this type of stuff. And like his dad pulled him out and ended up taking him and putting him into college. And the guy like fucking became a goddamn fucking doctor and shit. And I don't know. And I mean, and we never hear from these motherfuckers again, you know? So like, and then like the rest of them, like everybody else in the neighborhood, like they're still like fucked up, you know, like everybody's in jail or in and out of jail or fucking on parole or, you know, I mean, they're fucking, you know, working, they're fucking sitting on a corner somewhere selling incense and oils and shit. You know, that's just the type of individuals you end up having to deal with when you know, I mean, get down to it. So, you know, I was very fortunate because I just had this grind that I'm like, fuck it, dude, I'm gonna fucking work my dick off to outdo my stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that not getting caught also helps.
Yeah, and I mean, yo,
No,
Evil Dead Ed,
yeah.
Evil Dead Ed say he's gonna become a neurosurgeon. Nigga, you ain't becoming no neurosurgeon, nigga. You like fucking 3 foot tall living in fucking Indiana.
He
Like,
can't
yo,
even
you ain't making
spell.
it there.
He had to fucking he had to fucking do the fucking spell check to fucking spell that.
Huh? You like Google autocomplete that shit.
Dude, Google autocomplete has made me like so much worse of a speller, and I suck to begin with. Oh, is your buddy a neurosurgeon?
Who?
Oh, the dude you were talking about.
No, he
doctor.
says he's gonna become one, and he's like,
Yeah, Evil Dead Ed. This nigga works. I think he fucking like he stacks chickens or something for a living. I don't know. He does some shit. Fucking. He got a part-time job slinging Zod, Papa John's or something. Like, yo, this nigga, yo, you ain't becoming no goddamn neurosurgeon. You can barely handle fucking like delivering pizzas and shit, nigga.
Well,
Yo,
I
get
mean,
your life together.
to be fair, a lot of people that are good at delivering pizzas, maybe they're not always doctors. I mean, if he can do the medicine, then he can do the medicine.
Yeah,
Well,
he
I
ain't
mean-
becoming no goddamn neurosurgeon.
I
Like,
mean,
yo,
we
cut that
can
shit the
give
fuck
him
out.
credit at least for all his hard work. I mean, he's a hard worker.
Yo, I got a buddy of mine. He looks like Krillin. He came from the old neighborhood too, right? This nigga looks just like Krillin. He got like his giant ass bald dome head. He's been bald since like he was like 13 and shit. This nigga's been in school for like 15 years to become a nurse. Like he has like fucking $700,000 in college loans and shit to pay back from trying to become a goddamn nurse. yo. Every time you see him, he's like, yo, man, I'm getting my medical degree. And I'm like, nigga, you ain't doing shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, you could, he's right area. You could buy like a 10-unit apartment building for that much.
I feel you.
I know. I'm just like, no, because my friend's dad, he worked as a carpenter and everything, part of the carpenters union. And like eventually, like his major investment is he has like a 10-unit complex. He's like, memes, I'll sell it to you for $1 million. I'm like, I don't have $1 million. And he's like, well, and I'm like, that sounds like a lot of work and everything to like keep up with it. I don't really have the experience at this time. So he's like, oh no. I'm just like, is he just trying to sell this so he can retire down to like Florida or something? I'm like, I don't know.
Yo, you can't tell Krillin nothing, man. All right, just so you know, like, yo, you can't tell Krillin the goddamn thing. Krillin, like, yo, Krillin.
Can we get
look
him to
at
reenact a Destructo disc?
yo, Krillin, hold up, I gotta turn my camera on for this one, right? Yo, fucking Krillin will stand here and be like, yo, man, yo, we gonna do what we do, man. Yo, we just gonna get it done, man. Yo.
So
And
he
like got
acts,
this giant ass
normally
head, right?
retarded.
His head's like this fucking big and shit, right? And it's like all bald, right? And he got his, like his face is all like right here in the middle of his fucking head, right? He's saying, oh, man, we do, man. We get it done. And he works at a pizza shop in the back, you know what I'm saying? Going to school fucking full time and shit. Like, yo, it's just the type of dude he is. You know, this is what it is. And like, it's like, you're never going to fucking stand here and tell him to do anything the fuck else. Like, yo, he got his mind set on what the fuck he's going to do. Like,
power to him, man. Power to, because that's the thing, dude. You never know. Some people have few words. You don't always need to say words.
yo, I think he's legally retarded or something. I don't know. Like, he's in school because he's retarded and they're teaching him how to become a nurse. I don't know. Like, whatever. Like, yo, he does what he does. He's a weird type of dude. Like, he just has a strange way to him and shit. Like, he did way too many drugs when he was a kid, and now he's all types of fucked up. You know what I mean? Like a lot of motherfuckers, like they smoke themselves retarded. Like I had a buddy of mine, like actually my buddy's brother, he died in a fucking car accident like last year or the year before. Fucking this dude here, he smoked himself retarded. Like we had to go rescue him from like a library because like he locked himself inside of the bathrooms and was drawing giant penises and vaginas and titties on the walls with a magic marker.
Are you sure he didn't also
Wait, what?
take like way too much E?
No. He was smoking space in that fake weed.
Oh,
Oh,
the stuff
God.
that's like effed up on.
Yeah.
He like nearly died.
Yeah, like he smoked himself retarded. Like he was a normal person. And I remember because like we all grew up together. I remember he was a normal kid, right? And like when he became an adult, he got on that fake weed shit and the crack, and then like he started missing all of his teeth, right? And like all of his teeth fell the fuck out of his head, and then like he went bald. Like I don't even think he went bald like because like he was genetically bald. He went bald because like he did so many drugs that like his hair ran away, right? And like it was just trying to escape because his hair couldn't tolerate getting that high on a regular basis. And like he was smoking this space, and then he just like sit around and just draw giant cocks on the side of the walls of places. Like he would like go to McDonald's and like fucking lock himself in the bathroom and draw giant penises in the motherfucking stalls or like all over the mirrors and all over the walls and shit. Like he was fucking man. And then he ended up like fucking one night driving. Somebody was driving him, and he ended up fucking somebody like just fucked up and like ran into a goddamn telephone pole, and like dude died. Like was what it was. But you know, like I told my boy, I was like, yo, look, man, you know, we lost your brother long before that motherfucker ended up dying in the car accident. You know what I mean? Like, yo, he was always goddamn ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, yo, he had already smoked himself to the point where he was no longer a goddamn person.
Was he always like that, or because I mean, it could also been like undiagnosed schizophrenia or something like that. But
No,
then, I'm not.
he was normal. He was normal.
Okay.
Like he was a normal person. You know what I mean? He just did so many drugs that like he ended up fucked up. Like I know a bro, like she'll sit there and she'll talk to you, and then like all of a sudden she'll be sitting there playing with like an animal that isn't there. You know what I mean? And like I talked to her probably like fucking 10 years before that, and she was normal. There was nothing wrong with her, but she did so much motherfucking shit. Like she was doing so much meth that it ended up just fucking her up to that point. You know what I mean? Like you know.
I know this may be in poor taste, but when they found him at the car wreck, did they find giant penises and stuff drew all over his car?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, like he had a giant dodo attached to the front and shit. He was fighting a monster truck. I'm like, yo, yo, that's an Idiocracy reference if y'all don't know that fucking movie.
Wait, he was the president?
Who? No, fuck yeah. The dude who, the guy who like was the main character of the story and shit. He ended up like having a giant dildo on the front of his car at one point.
Versus the truck that literally has flamethrowers.
Yeah. And he had like a rock that he was like hauling around in the back of a Hugo.
I like that movie.
Yo, it was an awesome movie, right?
We're not getting any food. Have you thought about using water? All right. No, but you put the knockoff Gatorade company out of business that was employing everybody. Now everyone's pissed. Should try to avoid getting to that point.
Yo, we're already at that point, man. It's like, yo, we have to spend $900 billion on our military. Why? Because they employ a bunch of people who make tanks that we don't fucking need.
No. My big thing with like the whole military industrial complex and everything, it's like, okay, if we stop spending money on this, all of a sudden they are open for contracts. That would technically mean if we're in a capitalistic society, other countries could commission badass weaponry if they have a fiduciary duty and all I'm saying is, okay, do we always need all these old bombs? I'm like, yes, I believe in peace through overwhelming force, but at the same time, I have to think all the $38,000 toilet seats we've had over the years. We got to have some crazy ass stuff that nobody hopes we ever have to implement, including ourselves. My thing is, why can't we devote it kind of, I don't know, get it in a different direction? Maybe actually look, if the future is the stars, why don't we start developing cool stuff for that too?
Well, because the future isn't the stars, right? Like we're not ever gonna step up to that fucking level. At least not
camping on the moon. We're taking a 2 week.
We can go. Yeah, for like $1 billion. Like if you're a billionaire, you can go to goddamn the moon and shit and go camping. Like
No, this is what NASA's doing. We're actually doing it because all I know is like I'm just pacing it off of history. What did we do before? It's like, did we start in Spain and then go all the way? Like, you know what? Let's go to the tip of Chile that we don't even know is there. It's like, no, man, we find a few islands and everything. Then we get to like the tip of like Africa and everything, and then we ease our way down. We establish ourselves, and then we go along, get some save points.
Look, we know less about our oceans than we do about the moon. All right, like we don't know. We still have not figured out how many animals are on this fucking planet. And I was actually I was watching something today. It was pretty cool. They were talking about there's evolution is actually de-evolution, right? There's like a limit to what you can evolve to, because like really when you're evolving, what's going on is it's actually turning off shit. Like it's getting rid of things that you already have. So like if you want a fucking dog that has like a shorter snout, like what you do is you turn off the fucking snout thing, or you get rid of the fucking snout growing thing. You don't attach a new thing to the dog. It's not making a new fucking piece of genetic code. It's breaking an old one, right? But you can never take a dog and turn a dog into an elephant. Right. So like a dog will never become anything other than a dog because it's based off the fucking wolf. And like human beings having the shit that we have right now and how our fucking mental's built and how our bodies are built and how our brain is built, the best we can do is hope to lose things and actually stand here, change what we have based on what we have right now. Like we don't have genetic structures to be able to allow us to take our brain and turn it to a point where like it can grow past where it was. Like our mental capacity has not really actually changed since we've been modern humans. And like the idea that we're going to evolve and become like some type of species that steps off of the fucking planet and become something else is kind of patently ridiculous. And Darwin was wrong in his basic platform. Like he's right about evolution, but he's wrong about how it actually works. It doesn't work based on standing here like learning new shit and gaining new things. It's about taking old things and breaking it so that it actually evolves into something that was already there to begin with, and it's just an adaptability about it.
Well, but when you break old things, you can create new things with them. Just standard material sourcing from like Minecraft.
No, you don't put anything new in, right? It just changes the general structure of what that is, right? But like it never actually fucking like goes out. It's like you can get diversity from, what did he say? I think it's like it's not from the actual family. You never leave the family fucking as far as like how the genetic structure is concerned. Like say if your family's canid, right, which means you're based off the wolf and down, you'll never fucking leave that family part. You can change the genus, you can change, you know what I mean, the fucking specification.
Yeah, I forget the family, genus, whatever the classification.
Yeah, but you're never going to be able to leave the fucking canids, right? Just like we'll never leave hominids. We'll always be hominids no matter how it operates. Right. So like there's only certain things that we're able to change, and we have to learn how to fucking adapt to this planet to where it is and fucking survive on this first, long before we should be able to leave this bitch. You know what I mean?
Well,
and
that's the problem here, Pinoid, is it's like this problem with like nomenclature and how people use things. It's like the same thing for when people say like, oh, climate change versus global warming. They're not the same fucking thing. It's the same thing with evolution. Evolution and adaptation are not the same fucking thing. Adaptation is just taking something, like you said, that's already in the gene pool, and it gets overemphasized or underemphasized based upon the environment that you're in. But you're not evolving. You're not changing anything on a significant level where all of a sudden a wolf's going to become a fucking squid just because the fucking earth floods. No, all the wolves are going to fucking drown.
Well, it takes time. That's the thing. If you're going to evolve or adapt over time, I mean, you're talking about a good period of time. Dude, my thing is all the time and energy that we're spending just like hating on everybody and like destroying everything, it seems. It's like if we could clear the cachet of hatred from our heads and hearts, like, dude, if we buckled down, dude, in 1,000 years, we could be pushing some Star Trek stuff. You're telling me we can't? I think we could. We just all have to get over ourselves.
I mean, but from a technological standpoint, yeah, we could we could technically colonize Mars and colonize the moon and shit, but that's a technological thing. That has nothing to do with evolution. And even then, the genes are all going to be there because guess what? You're not going to evolve to the point where you don't need oxygen and you can just survive on fucking Mars. You can adapt to the environment. You can adapt to the gravity. But you can't evolve to live on a planet that's not fucking Earth. You can just adapt to a different fucking planet. You're not going to evolve to be a fucking space wizard. Like, that shit ain't just going to happen.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
you can't-
No,
you can't-
I
you
didn't
can't-
take issue. You're saying Jedi don't exist as somebody that looks like one. I take issue with that.
Yo, Jedis do not exist, and you can't become a fucking Jedi.
Well, that's why I identify as a Pathfinder.
Hey! How do you know that they're in a galaxy far, far away? Hey,
I will throw you into a dumpster. I swear to fucking God.
No, Tom, what you just said is hate speech. You are denying the existence of an established religion in the United Kingdom.
Throw memes in the dumpster fucking too.
And New Zealand.
But yeah, no, Pinoid has a point. Like, you can adapt to your surroundings, but you can't evolve to be something you're not. Like, I'm sorry, human beings are not going to evolve to the point where they have fucking 2 arms and 8 toes and no, that's not going to fucking happen.
We'd be like Goro
Normally we would,
or Shiva.
normally we would.
She was kind of cute.
She
She was cute.
Yeah, normally we would call that a genetic deformity. I guess if you go over thousands and you reproduce that genetic deformity, then yeah, technically you're quote quote evolving, but it's really not evolving. It's a genetic deformity. It's not the same thing. It's not an adaptation.
Well, it's a statistical outlier.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
a reason. There's a reason why we share like a fuck ton of our genetic fucking like what is it, like 95% of our fucking traits are shared with like pigs, right? You know what I mean? They're a completely goddamn different fucking, you know what I mean, a whole different classification of animal. It's because like the basic programming is set up from fish. You know what I mean? Like, and you can't really add a whole lot to it. You just adapt to it. You know what I mean? There's nothing really that got added as far as like actual structure is concerned. So like, it's not like we're going to create a new fucking animal or we're going to become a different animal to be able to go to space. Like human intelligence, for instance, if you've ever read like shit from 1,000 fucking years ago, they were just as smart as we are today, if not smarter.
Well, that's the thing, dude. You look at the Constitution, it's like that's a lot of well-written stuff. And again, like I'm thinking, and this actually kind of goes to Steelman, your folks' points on this, is that something that just within like 100 or so years that you're necessarily going to see? Probably not, because as far as we know, yeah, humans, we seem to be getting a bit taller and bigger over time. But back in the day, it's like, yeah, you had really tall people that may be 7 or 8 feet tall, but on average, you see change over time. Will you see outliers once in a while? Yeah, but you can never model the extraordinary. That's the thing. That's just statistics. You'll see a high level of correlation between different things, but again, we're perfectly imperfect creatures. We only got so much info.
I mean, like, like I'm sitting here, like I read Machiavelli, I read fucking William Penn, I read John Locke, I read fucking, and I mean, I read old texts and shit because I'm a fan of it. Livy and fucking Herodotus and shit. And when you read these old texts, you'll fucking notice that they were just as smart as we were. Like they're just as smart as us. Like there isn't some crazy fucking thing that goes, oh, you know, like they're this far to fuck behind us or whatever the case might be. Now they were just as intelligent as we were, if not smarter back then than we are right now. And I think personally, we're getting dumber as a civilization when it really comes down to it.
The level of attention that we've had, according to a study, I think I read about a year and a half ago. I think it was Teal there that shared it. But basically, they had measured the past, I believe, 10 or 15 years for basically tweens, like kids, like basically like about 10 through 12. Dude, the attention span for them went from 12 seconds down to 8 seconds. Yeah, that's freaking huge, man. It's like not being able to pay attention for like that extra like 4 seconds. It's like, think about how much we might miss that we might actually like be useful and enjoy.
Well, yeah, not only that, like they measured like fucking songs and things of this nature and like the level of the grade level that it actually takes to stand here and like, you know what I mean, like read the music or listen to it. And it's gone down from like, you know what I mean, the college level in the 60s to, you know what I mean, like a third grade level now on average as the house songs go. And so we are getting dumber as a fucking species and as a culture. So like, you know, it is what it is. Like we are fucking getting stupider. We're not getting smarter. We just have shit that smart people make or that they're building on. And honestly, I think it shows when you start looking at like some of like the buildings and shit that we're building right now, they don't stand like fucking like these buildings in Australia and Sydney, you know what I mean? They stood there and built these and like fucking all the people had to be evacuated because like the fucking buildings fucking started cracking and falling down a month after they went up. You know, like that doesn't show a level of fucking becoming better. That shows a level of becoming worse.
Who is building them?
Fucking companies. I don't fucking know. Just
No,
engineers.
No. But my thing is, it's like, dude, I live in a state that is not a state. We had the big dig. All I know is it's like, all right, like $2 or $3 billion, 4 years. All right. And about 19 years and about $20 billion later, we have a cool bridge and a leaky tunnel.
Yay!
That's the only reason why I ask. That's all.
You know, I mean, it's not the state. It's like fucking private contractors are building these fucking buildings and they're falling down. Like the bridge down in fucking Florida, the feminist bridge, like fell the fuck down. Like, most of our projects now are fucking like far over fucking limit as far as time's concerned and coming way over fucking budget.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
What up?
Don't underestimate. Not underestimate. Don't make the bridge thing that the feminists did so poorly. I mean, that bridge fell within less than a week and fucking killed a bunch of people. So
wait. Feminist? What?
Yeah. How the fuck do you not know?
I did a video on it.
Oh, you was that at the point when you're putting out a lot of content, then there was a lot of stuff and thing. I probably may have clicked on. I probably didn't click on it.
Yeah, there was a feminist bridge, right? Like fucking they used a bunch of female engineers to build a fucking bridge. Okay. And it was a walking bridge. It wasn't even like it was like a car bridge, and it fell down and killed like fucking 30 people.
Where was this bridge?
Florida.
South Florida.
What was the bridge for?
I don't know if it's that many. I think it was just a few people who died. I don't think it was 30.
I don't know. I thought it was like 15 or 30, something. I don't know.
No, I think it was only a few, but yeah.
What was the bridge over capacity?
No,
it was just poorly built and it cracked, and they knew about the cracks. They didn't do shit about it, and then the bridge collapsed.
No, it was like 32 people were injured, if I remember correctly. Maybe it was 34. I believe there was like half dozen or a dozen people that were killed. And yeah, it was built like shit. It was done as part of it was contracted out to, I think it was like Florida State University. Mm-hmm. And everyone that worked on the bridge they only allowed female students from their engineering program to participate in the project. And so
it was made by women.
Well, that explained
it. Was made by women. We just got like all the talk and like the details. The bridge was made by women, thus it fell. Because they do not build shit or create any culture that lasts beyond a generation.
Oh, well, it's an all-female.
Here's the dumbest part, and this is why this is so fucking retarded, is because they wanted to do it to fucking, money empowerment and all that shit, except they only took female students. And so first off, there were a few good female students in there, but it's not like you're taking the best of the best. It's not a meritocracy. You're only using female students to build the bridge, and you're taking it from kids who haven't even fucking graduated with their fucking engineering degrees.
So basically, you got 1 or 2 females who are engineers and a bunch of diversity hires.
Wait, so it was a bunch of students that built a bridge for their university?
And none of them got charged with anything.
Funded by the state, and then the state didn't fucking maintain it properly, and then it fell down. I think, it was like 3.5 weeks later.
So
since the first week, it was already showing cracks, I believe.
So you would need to address issues, and if issues are not addressed, and so basically, if you got a crack in your axle and then you keep on driving it, and you end up breaking your axle like I did on my Geo Metro in front of my mom's house, and then you have to pay $700 to fix something you bought for $300. Maybe
Not a
Well,
Geo
probably like
Metro.
there was like 12 or 13 different bad things you said in there. I think the number one is that you bought a Geo fucking Metro.
Don't fucking hate on Geo
Dude,
Metro.
dude.
They're adorable.
Dude, 50 miles to a gallon, 5-speed. Dude, it was a faded red with a teal hatchback. It was my uncle's car.
You're not making a case for yourself. You're really not.
Oh, it helped me afford my Trans Am.
Yeah, you're not really helping them.
Yuck.
Hey, don't hate on the WS6, baby.
I just did.
I'm not as
Quick
offended as I should
question:
be.
What was your uncle gay?
Oh, I think he's single now.
Hey, give him my number. I'm desperate.
Oh, I have cousins.
Yay!
Wait a minute, Gabe. I thought you liked them younger.
I don't care. 18 plus is fine.
Yo, Vincent Garzon, welcome to the motherfucking channel. Have a goddamn wrench. You know what I'm saying? We like trolls around here. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. But anyway, yeah, fucking man, listen, as I said, as a civilization, as a species, I think we're getting worse, not getting better.
I agree. And I think it's due to technology. Go back several thousand years ago, you're talking about like the average man was no more smarter or less intelligent than the man nowadays. I disagree. Several aspects they were. Neither you had to have brawn, be a hard worker, a warrior, or a large man at full capacity that can fight and kill, or be smart. Nowadays, survival requires neither one of those.
Okay. How about this? All right. The average human being back in the day, okay, was not some fucking soldier or warrior or some retarded thing fucking like 1,000 years ago. You had to know how to work a fucking field, how to hunt, how to fucking stand here and fucking fillet up an animal, how to feed yourself, how to feed your fucking children, how to take care of your fucking family by your goddamn self, build your own motherfucking house, and fucking maintain everything as far as shit's concerned every goddamn day. That requires a fucking level of intellect that I don't think, you know what I'm saying, most individuals today have.
It's a diversity of skills.
Yeah, you had to have a large diversity of fucking skills. And not only did you have to have a large diversity of skills, you had to stand here and have the ability to fucking think long term enough to think about what was going to happen every year in your climate.
Yeah, because you're going to die if you don't.
Well, that comes down to basic race IQ in theory. Like Europeans, we had to prepare for winter every goddamn year. This we had to think ahead.
So did a lot of Asians as well.
I never thought of that aspect.
You know what? I'll do you one better on that one. If you went back a few hundred years, you didn't have a fucking Excel spreadsheet to tell you what the fuck your calculation was going to be. You had to use a fucking app. Okay.
Yeah, I had to use an abacus when I was a kid. We didn't have fucking calculators and shit when I was in fucking elementary school.
Yeah,
Or fire.
Now we have Alakazams.
Yeah. Now we got cell phones and fucking, computers and shit. The best computer we had when I was a kid lets you play fucking, what was it? The Ozark Trail?
Yeah.
Oregon Trail. Yeah, Oregon Trail.
How many times you died of dysentery, Tom?
Wait, don't forget
if
Prince
you can't
of
do
Persia.
long division, don't be a fucking engineer.
And Brandon Massera, LeBron would not have been a slave 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years ago, LeBron probably would have been some fucking chieftain in Africa. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, man, listen, I think a lot of people get shit a lot wrong about like what the ancient world really was, like as far as like how people lived and what people did. Like the vast majority.
But Tom, it was in a book.
I'll be back in a moment.
What was in a book?
Stuff and Things.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, like, like fucking maybe like 200 years ago, fucking LeBron would have been a slave, but maybe not. You know what I mean? With his business acumen and the ability to fucking do things, you know what I mean? Like he would have fucking stood here and, probably we would have been a free man. You know what I mean? Like,
With LeBron, 1,000 years ago, put him in tribal Africa, chances are I agree he would be a chieftain just based on his height alone and his physical abilities, because that's a very tribalistic and warrior-like culture, especially once you break it down the tribes. Like, it takes the old warriors to teach the new warriors, and the old warriors have to rule.
Yeah.
So like,
sorry about that. StreamYard decided to fucking take a shit on me.
so take for example, he might hit that 3-pointer, but I'm pretty sure if like given time, he can check a spear really well.
Yeah. I mean, not only that, like fucking, like he would have been fucking hunting and shit and fishing and I mean gathering shit and I mean like fucking he would have been well respected for his athletic ability and ability to fucking do what he had to do. The same as like a lot of these fucking, I mean, strong men today are, and you have to remember like war was not a constant thing. Like it wasn't something that you did every year. You know what I mean? Like a lot of fucking people
where you were in the world.
Well, it does, but like again, like if you lived in say Germania, right? Pre fucking BC,
Okay.
right? Pre BC, right? Like you wouldn't have had war at all, right? For most people's lives. You know what I mean? Until fucking Julius Caesar shows up. And I mean, and even then after that, like you wouldn't have had war for another 600 years after Julius Caesar came through. Like, so like this is kind of where we're at. Like, fucking, like when you start thinking about how things are and like how shit really operates, like fucking you have to put it on like a historical context. And, like the way we think about history is like it was this constant battle and everybody was a soldier. And I mean, it was always fucked up. Like a lot of times it was just, like you had to survive year to year. And most people had like a small village that they were attached to. And, you went through your fucking day and lived your life and farmed and hunted and fucking, traded pelts and traded fucking different items. Like it was not a situation of where like you were standing here, like fucking battling all the goddamn time and being a fucking warrior. The vast majority of people had trades and, lived a regular fucking life. You know what I mean?
So it's like Farmville and The Sims.
Well, take for example, I see you comment on at 10 of the Hunt's Twitter post about medieval lifestyle, right?
Right.
Which every bit of that was fucking wrong from that homie who posted it. But the average work day for your average peasant was 12 hours a day.
It all depended on where you lived. You know what I mean?
But,
like
that's your average drive, Tom. You drove 12 hours, right? Easily, you can drive 12 hours.
Yeah, 11, 12, somewhere right around there. Right. Like I work harder than most people just because like I have to, because I'm trying to outwork my stupid. Right. You know what I mean? Like, fucking.
I definitely get it, Tom. I'm there with you. I definitely understand that feeling.
Yeah. Right. But, I mean, fucking, that's kind of, let me see here. LeBron would have been LeBron, Brandon. Like, shut the fuck up. Anyway, right. Like, and it all depends on where you were in the world as to how hard you worked. Like, if you lived in the Mediterranean, and like you had food just basically growing everywhere, or in like North Africa, or in like fucking in like tropical climates in fucking China, you wouldn't have to just work all fucking day long because the food was plentiful. Now, if you lived in like other places where it was colder and you had to work harder to get substance and get calories, you would work fucking 12, 13, 14 hours a day. That's kind of the situation. So, it's a lie to stand here and go like, oh, fucking medieval fucking people, had better lives than we did. Like, yeah, they ate better. You know what I mean? They fucking probably lived in a better manner as far as like living as human beings are concerned. They got more exercise, were outdoors more often. We're more tied to community. They had, better fucking relationships. But like, as far as work's concerned, it depends on where you were. You know what I mean? It's subjective. So like you making broad general fucking statements is probably not a good thing. You know what I mean?
No, it's not. It's not. But not surprisingly, Ed's a little drinkish, so he's gonna do that.
I was drinking shit last night, nigga. I was getting it in.
I heard that, man. What's with this about fat chicks coming to suck cocks and you stabbing up some bitch's table?
Look, man. All right, I cannot always explain what happens when I drink. All right, like, don't be.
Tom was angry he wasn't getting anything, yet he didn't want to pursue something that is Dude, you decided to throw knives against the table.
Like it culminated in like my boy's brother was like throwing his fucking knife at the goddamn cabinet and shit, like right past my head. And like I was highly concerned it was gonna bounce back and stab me and shit. but like I had to like stand there and just act like I was tough, like I didn't care. You know?
I was nearly just killed. All right, got to play this off.
I'm cool with this.
Yeah. You ain't scaring me, nigga. Like if I was sober, I would have reacted way differently. You know what I mean? But I was
darts
drunk.
with a board, not cabinets.
Yeah. Like I was.
Homie, I know you knock the south and shit, but like you go to the south where we set up boards to throw dice at. We gotta fuck up no cabinets.
Go up to a tree.
Yo, look, man, we don't really have fucks to give when we're drunk. All right, like yo, you have to understand, like. You know, we've had places where like legitimately like niggas just jump through the drywall because they were fucking drunk and bored. Like, you know, fucking people are dumb when they get drunk. It's just how it operates sometimes. And it's like, yo, you ever, like I'm at the age, right, where like, you know, like I'm still young enough to do something retarded, right? But I'm smart enough that I should know better, right? Like, but like the testosterone still flows enough to make you want to do that dumb shit.
And then your frontal lobe kicks in and be like, maybe this isn't the best idea.
Yeah, but then like you're around your buddies, so you still feel like you should do it to impress them. You know what I mean? Because I'm fucking retarded.
We know you're retarded.
You just went to niggers jumping through drywall, and I'm thinking of the people under the stairs now.
Yo, you've never like, yo, dude, we had fucking like when we were kids, we had places we were like tearing out. You know what I mean? And like we decide to like at some point, if you're around, like, and you're doing it with your friends, you know what I mean? Like your friends call you like, yo, man, we got to gut this fucking place so we can get it fixed up. My mom's moving in. And it always like devolves into y'all drinking beer and punching the walls and ripping the old drywall the fuck out and shit.
True. I've done this. And a little hint, if the house has black mold, don't fucking do this.
Do it with proper equipment, Tyvek suits, respirators. But yeah, that's called demolition.
Yeah, I've never worn a Tyvek suit ever. I've never worn a fucking respirator, and I refuse to act like a little girl. I'm gonna go in with a sledgehammer and tear shit the fuck out and get the shop back out. All right,
you can do that, but your overexposure to things that could make you sick is not wise. At least wear a mask, man.
I feel you. Like we've torn out asbestos just using like spraying it down with water.
Wait, all this stuff. Wait, hold up. Like man, when I tore up rooms in the house that I live in to put down new floors and stuff, I didn't have no mask and stuff like that or no shop vac.
Exactly.
I come in with a claw hammer and pry bar, rip up the floor and daggum haul it out. Like Jesus Christ.
Again,
Full metal,
it's all about being retarded.
Full metal. Did you have black mold growing throughout this house though? Like that shit kills niggas.
A couple places. That's why we had to rip up the floor.
Yo, look, man, there's only two things in life that are certain: death and fucking taxes. Okay, it's gonna fucking happen.
Well, the thing is, it's parts per million times exposure times like potential toxicity.
Well, just like every other beam, though, if I'm going to avoid Black Plague and taxes, I'm going to, right? Like, Tom, if you have millions of dollars, you have that shit off in a Panama account, wouldn't you?
No, you know me, man. I'm gonna fucking sleep with that shit. You know what I mean? I'm probably gonna bang bitches on top of like millions of $1 bills because I'm a fucking
Slip this shit under the mattress.
Don't accept any cash from Tom.
Shit, I don't care.
I almost got drunk enough to light a $100 bill on the fire last night.
Screw you! $100 bill is $100 bill. It doesn't matter if it came from some stripper's shitty thong.
Dude, that's actually the truth because, like most U.S. currency, you can either find fecal matter, which I'm going to attribute to strippers' thongs, or cocaine.
Yes. Or a combination. No, but the thing is, like, XX Mrs. means once she was leaving a pharmacy, and all of a sudden she had taken out some money, and it blew away, and it happened to be a $100 bill, and a guy found it, grabbed it, started to walk back to her, looked down, and then ran away. I'm like, he was getting ready to return it to me. Then he probably noticed it was 100, hon. She's like, that was rude.
Well, women are idiots. I don't know what to say. If that was me, I would chase the homie down and get my money back.
Oh, I think she was a literal genius.
Well, then she's still a woman, and that's, I'm sorry, different levels.
She saw it.
By the way, I have a topic for you to spurg out if when you're ready.
What do you got? What do you got going on?
New York Post says this: a woman who forced her ex into sex at machete point got sentenced to go to the nut house.
Yeah, she's a woman. They get lighter sentences for everything. She could have slit that homie's throat and then fucked the corpse and got 6 months in prison.
I'm unsure of that. I mean, it's a potential sentence. I don't know. You'd have to look at the details of the case.
I mean, she raped the man.
Oh, I'm just saying, on the average case, when it comes to women, they get 60% less jail time or prison time than a man for the same offense.
Can dudes on average inflict 60% more damage?
Yeah, but again, you talk about case by case study. You have to go by case by case.
It's true.
Here's how about like the 500-pound chick who sat in her man until he died?
Was that his fetish?
No, fucking like yo, she said he abused me, so I sat on him and killed him.
Oh, okay, that's this flat out murder then. I can't say it's premeditated because you can't like predict someone's going to abuse a chick,
right? And she got off for it.
Yeah, the weird case of self-defense. I don't know about the sumo butt cheek defense, but it must have worked.
There must have been a history of documented abuse showing something like that, or that's only what I'm assuming. Again, I'm not familiar with the case.
I don't know. The guy weighed like 130 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so this guy was like my size. Why is he fucking with a chick 500 pounds? Hey, little dudes in chat, take this little advice from that little guy. If the chick outweighs you 40, 50 pounds, I'm going to pull a red Foreman and you're fucking with her, you're asking for fucking trouble.
Yeah, well, you still can't judge because, hey, love is love. Doesn't matter.
Yeah? You don't like tall women?
No, tall women's fine. But I'm just saying, if your woman can outbench you, you're asking for fucking trouble.
Oh, well, I was just thinking about like, I don't know, like three dimensionals and like cubic weights and stuff like that. Because if you get taller, statistically, even if you have muscle, it could be more than you. Depends.
And here's another one. And if your woman has a bigger penis than you, yeah, you definitely want to not continue with that.
You hear that, Tonka?
Wait. Hey, I wouldn't mind having a woman with a bigger penis.
Oh, shut up! Nobody cares about you.
Yeah, fucking quit being a weirdo. You goddamn fucking weird ass fucking dude.
Well, I mean, if
Bill Fountain ass nigga.
Well, I mean, if that's what you want, I mean, dude. I mean, I happened to be flirting with a woman that I later found out had a penis. I mean, we were out. It was New Year's Eve, and we were having some drinks. There were some lovely young Asian girls next to us, and they got this big bowl, like they called it a cactus bowl. It's full of like 7 different types of booze. She was drinking. I'm like, oh, you got to finish it before the new year. So she started drinking it, but she ended up getting sick. So when we went to go meet her down at the African club down the street, she kind of disappeared, and I hoped I could see her. And then I found out like 2 days later, oh, the cute girl had a penis.
Dude, every bit of that conversation you just said sounded like you're in the wrong place at the wrong time at every time.
It was a good night.
Yeah, I feel like you should not be drinking out of something called a cactus bowl full of random liquor that anybody could have put anything into.
Right? No, I was drinking a Coors Light.
Especially in a place called the African Club.
Oh, I forget its name. Apologies for my racism.
Okay, I got you. So you're average fucking club.
Wait, you were a white dude in Boston at a black club. What is there, like one black club in all of Boston? There's like 12 black people in your whole city.
No. Well, number one, that's an untrue statement. Number two, it wasn't in Boston.
And I think
it was in a Mill City.
I live in Indiana. We still chase black people out.
Like, I think every black person in Boston plays for the Celtics. Like, yo.
Dude, Shaq was the thinker before when he was for the Celtics there. And I agree with that man when he says, yeah, we need to have more community policing because the dude, man, is literally the Jolly Green Giant.
Ortiz says, I only drink out of a glass that is filled with bourbon. Yo, what up, Ortiz?
Oh, what up, Dave? How you doing, brother? Thank you.
Hey, who needs a glass, man, especially if it's vodka just straight out of the bottle?
No.
Yeah, I would agree with you. On that one.
No, dude, when vodka comes out of a party, that's when you know the party's got to end and everyone's got to get the fuck out of your house.
See, that's why I drink alone.
Oh.
I drink alone.
You George Thorogood? I don't need nobody else. I drink alone.
He said, me and my old buddy Wiser. That's all I really need.
Because I got the common sense to know that no good story begins with, oh, I was out drinking with my friends.
Dude, I've had several good stories start out that way. I've had several good pornos I can write start out that way.
half of my stories start off this way, and like they tend to be hilarious. They're all good stories.
That's how I met ex Mrs. Memes.
I was out with my buddies. I was out with my buddies drinking last night. Like, yo, that shit was fun as fuck, dude. Like, yo, I had a fucking ball. Like, it was like the best time ever. It was one of the best nights I've had in like fuck my whole life. Like, real shit. Fuck, man. Yo, we ate like kings, drank like motherfucking men and shit. And I mean, I sat there and watched a fat bitch try to like fucking rape a fucking skinny dude in the floor, wrestling and shit. It was fucking hilarious.
See, that's where I fuck up, Tom. That's where I fuck up, Tom. I've been drinking alone for too long now. Last time I invited my buddy over, he's like a little brother to me, right? Yeah, I've known him that long.
Yeah.
And like, I have this ore, this pink fucking ore I put up in the house for in case I need to have to bash someone really fucking quick of an ore for whatever fucking reason.
Or in case your house starts to float away, you can at least guide it where it needs to go.
Yes. So like, I took it down off the wall after drinking with my buddy, and I had the woman go out buy us some Jameson because he's Irish as fuck. His last name's Cheshire. He loves him some Hobbit water.
Okay.
So we got like a 30 bottle of that. We smashed that shit. So as a joke, I take down this ore and smack my girl in the blunt side of it in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
He takes the fucking sharp side of it and smacks him dead self down the forehead with it.
Well, he's fucking retarded. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he
is retarded. He is retarded. Like he insists I make up a story that he fell and hit the table. Like, no, Hobie, you smacked yourself with a pig ore.
yeah, like the dude I was drinking with last night, I've known since I was 5 years old.
Don't die, motherfucker.
We all die eventually.
Yeah, everybody's gonna die one day, Red. You know what I'm saying? You just got to choose how you go out. Like, yeah, man, fucking like, dude, like, man, listen, you got to have a good time and enjoy yourself and fucking kick it. And, you know, fucking like, I kept putting on like fucking like them like club banging songs. I put on skeet, right? To the sweat drop down my balls, right?
Oh, my sweaty balls.
Yo, I put that shit on. Yeah, I put that. I started putting on like a whole bunch of those songs, and every time I put one on, like his girl would start nodding her head because like she was upset, and then she start shaking. Then she get up and start like putting her ass on top of him and shit. It was the funniest shit ever. He's like, "Yo, fuck you, nigga."
Did you know that song has an acoustic version?
Yes, I do. I do.
My buddy played it once, and I'm listening. I'm like, wait. Is he actually playing this song? Because it sounds familiar, but he doesn't have like the whole metal and everything. He's just going 3, 6, 9. Damn, you're finding a much better singing voice than myself. But
was it Richard Cheese?
There's a high school choir version.
I don't know. He was just playing guitar.
Because you make me think of Richard Cheese. He does like slow acoustic jams of popular songs or like Loud Lizard versions of popular songs. Like I have a Misfits album from him, right?
Yeah.
And like old school Misfits are some brutal fucking lyrics. And like he's doing this in a lounge lizard version, singing like he's Frank Sinatra.
Dude, dude, I keep on telling my buddy, I'm like, dude, take some of your cover songs and stuff. Like he just does like all his band original work, which takes a whole shit ton of effort. And until you really get signed and out there, a lot of folks aren't necessarily going to listen to it. It's high production, but I'm like, dude, just take some of like your show things and put it up there. You'll get like 1 million views probably.
YouTube is a good route to go, especially with that funnier shit, and you can avoid copyright. But as a dude who spent more time than he should in metal bands, it's a pointless endeavor if you're trying to make money.
Yeah. Well, I was listening to a video on it the other day. It's tough, man. Especially if you are signed, you got to tour, man. It's a lot of work.
Like if you get signed, you basically have to tour 11 out of 12 months a year to make any money. No one buys CDs anymore. No one buys merchandise anymore. It's a sad thing.
Well, you know, the life of an artist has always been hard. It's never been something you were supposed to like make money off of. You did it because you loved fucking doing it. You know what I mean?
True. Like all the greatest artists, take for example, Picasso, he was dirt poor to the moment he died.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, fucking like Schick and fucking Leonardo da Vinci fucking died fucking poor. And I mean, like almost every artist that's ever lived has been fucking massively poor. Van Gogh, fucking Bach, Beethoven, all these motherfuckers, like they died poor as shit. Shakespeare, you know what I mean? Edgar Allan Poe.
No, wait, wasn't Shakespeare a poor black woman? Sorry, I've been watching Hope's videos.
Yo.
Potentially. But
Yo.
Edgar Allan Poe, I read some of his pasta the other day.
He has pasta. Nigga, when did he start making spaghetti and shit?
Well, it's creepy.
I don't know anything. What? Why would you make creepy spaghetti?
We were reading it.
How do you read spaghetti?
Oh, on the internet.
It's just, I think I don't know if they call it creepypastas, and I've seen some good ones where these motherfuckers should be writing books and not posting shit on Reddit.
Well, dude, that's the thing. It's like before, back in the day, somebody would just maybe have some scrolls and some paperwork. They'd write that stuff down. Somebody else comes along, they compiles it, they actually publish it, and they make a crap ton of money and everything. It's like, dude, we have the technology here to do a lot of this stuff now. If we can just actually kind of correlate people and set up a system in a way that, I don't know, we maximize opportunity.
I don't know. Here's the thing when it comes to maximizing opportunity. I'm speaking this. I'm sorry. Hiccup. I'm speaking that as in the YouTube universe. Like, I do not want to see my political commentators or my formal skeptics, and I'm putting this in big quotation marks, as they all seem to have the same opinion on every fucking subject. Skeptics reading creepypastas. Like, I get it, homie. They took AdSense, but fucking calm down on that shit.
It's popular. That or ASMR.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of white bitches out here, all right? And white bitches love to be scared. I don't know why, and I don't know like how this began, but like white bitches love fearing for their life. It's like their favorite goddamn thing. It's why like they like getting choked in bed, and why like they'll be like, "Oh, beat me with a claw hammer," you know what I mean? Smack me with a newspaper. Fucking, you know.
Tom, serious question, man. You ever been in one of those one night stands and they start asking you shit like that? And you're like, no, I'm not getting a rape charge tomorrow.
Yeah. You know, but the bitches, they be like, poke me, smack me, fuck me, hit me with a newspaper, you know, fucking choke me out with my own fucking stockings. I'm like, bitch, I got two hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you want is gangbanged. Like, yo, we need some more niggas out here if you want to get all this shit done.
Dude,
like,
I've had some one night stands, and I had some regulars that come by just for that dick. And the sad thing is, they all got boyfriends. Every fucking one of them have a boyfriend or a fucking husband. Like, I had this one situation. I might be getting too personal for on stream, but fuck it. I think it's funny. I had this 23-year-old used to come by, and this time I was about 29, 30. And, like, she would come by, and, like, for one day, it was like, she's like, hey, my boyfriend walked out the bathroom, right? And she's like, someone needs to fuck me, but it can't be me. So she came to me. Now, yeah. It gets even weird. To verify this shit, I call this motherfucker on her cell phone and talk to him personally. Like, is this what you said? I want to know the limits for this shit. And he's like, yeah. And then he asked if he could watch. I'm like, fuck no. But long story short, I've had this bitch come over at least 9-10 times before she moved out of state, where I had her walk around a leash and want me to do every degrading thing I can to her while she's sending messages to her boyfriend about it.
Oh, he's a cuckold.
Yes.
Oh, to each their own.
Like, he asked if he could watch. I'm like, no, you're not sitting in my corner to some creepy fucking Superman in that fucking outfit. It ain't happening.
I agree with you. Like, fucking, like, that shit weirds me out. And it weirds me out when I meet people who do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, fucking, because, like, man, listen, like, I had a buddy of mine, like, him and his girl used to do that shit. And, like, man, listen, that was the weirdest fucking relationship I ever fucking saw. Like, it was super abusive all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Like, she was always showing up with like black eyes and I mean, broken noses and fat lips and shit. And
so he's fucking hitting her and shit.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean? Because like fucking, she would go like him and her would go bang other people, and then he'd get mad at her for banging other people. But like, she liked fucking other people so much that like she'd tolerate the ass whoopings, and then that would turn her on, and then they'd fuck, and then they'd go fuck other people some more, and then he'd beat her up, and then like the cycle kept continuing.
That's just weird white people shit. That's weird white people shit.
So what you were saying is, what you're saying is he can't be in the room. So if she would have said like, well, what if I put it on the speakerphone while we were talking and do it? You do it?
Well, like, yo, she like fucking him and her, like they ended up the one day, like I went over to go get him up for fucking because like he was supposed to have me work on my truck that weekend. This was like Monday, right? And so like on Monday, I fucking went over to wake his ass up and like find out what the fuck was going on because he was supposed to show up this weekend and help me work on some stuff, like fucking like, you know what I mean? Because this is what we did together. We worked on cars and shit. And I go over and this nigga gets up out, like he's on the couch and I shake him. I'm like, bro, get the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, yo, come on, man. Like, fucking, yo, what the fuck you doing? And his wife's standing right there and shit. And he's like, yo, fucking, he's like, yo, what time is it? I was like, it's like 11:30. He's like, yo, what day is it, nigga? I was like, yo, it's Monday. And he's like, yo, you fucking bitch. And he backhands his broad over the couch and shit. Right. And like, I had seen this like 100 times before. So I was like, whatever, nigga, I don't fucking care. Right. And like, come to find out, like that weekend, she had ended up like, fucking this dude, and like he had gotten a piece of pussy, but like he didn't want to fuck this girl, and she ended up banging this dude out, and then she was supposed to record it for him, and she didn't record it for him, right? So like he got mad at her for not recording it, and then like apparently like she was all like in love with this dude, like whatever, and like it was some weird ass fucking shit, and he ended up like fucking beating the shit out of her for it and whatnot, and like yo, it just these people. Like, there's people out here who are fucking strange about this fucking shit, man. And like the whole thing to me is ridiculous.
Now, Tom, can I get permission to go on a tirade right now to speak to other white people about being weird white people?
Hold on.
Hang on. Let Joker do his thing, and then you do your thing.
Hey, Orbit's not. It ain't people that are strange. It's white people that are strange. I have not yet met a bunch of black people that's into this crazy kind of shit.
Yes, that's what I'm about to say. All right, I don't want to give it dead air, but hey, white dudes out there, fucking put your bitch on the fucking lockdown. Don't be a fucking cuck. Don't let them fuck other dudes and get enjoyment out of this. This is why our culture is dying, and we're gonna be overrun by a bunch of fucking Muslims. That doesn't bother me. Take for example, I love the idea of white Sharia. I can make my bitch go outside and America Burger if I want to fucking do. But you other fucking cucks, get your fucking shit together. Pull your dick out of your goddamn ass and act like a goddamn man. Sorry, I just had a rant.
Yeah, I'm with your ideology. I'm fully behind you.
Yeah, don't be over here handing out a snack tray full of food to some big black man named Leroy while he's pounding your girl.
And that's why all these cuts. Genetic fucking dead ends. They're genetic fucking dead ends. They should not be reproduced. They should fucking sterilized and purged from a fucking gene pool.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I mean, like, fucking, you should have enough self-respect not to want somebody else to fuck your girl. Like, real shit. Like, yo, how do you like human, not care that much? Huh?
It's basic human. Culture is maintained by dudes fucking women and keeping their culture going. We maintain culture.
I agree with you. Yo, I'm not arguing with you, bro. You know what I mean? But like, yo, again, like, yo, we have lost this completely. Like, we have allowed our women to rule us to the point where like we're letting them go fuck other dudes. Like, yo, they're supposed to be your property. You know what I mean? And you're supposed to protect your property. Like, yo, stop. It even goes back to
even outside of property, because like, okay, I understand what you're saying and I agree, but I'm putting a little lighter sense. Okay, if you got Judeo-Christian beliefs, a woman is supposed to be subservient to her man, right?
Yeah.
What is a man supposed to give up for her subservience? His life, if need be.
Yes. I think that might be the problem, is the fact that we don't have those opportunities, you know what I mean, presented to us to give up our fucking lives for females. Like, they don't understand that, like, you know what I mean, this is really what it comes down to in the end of fucking things. You know what I mean? But like, your woman is supposed to be your property. Like, your children are supposed to be your property. Your house is supposed to be your property. You know what I mean?
It's all an extension of yourself. Every bit of it is. I mean?
You're responsible for it. And if you're responsible for something, then it is your property. You know, like, I don't understand like why this shit's so fucking hard for people to grasp and why it's so difficult, you know what I mean, to comprehend this shit.
Well, like, okay, take again. I always make this argument, but take, for example, you made it earlier. Like, we take away all of our modern necessities, right? All our modern technology and shit like that. So, say like we go to a part where it just reduces us to basic fucking animals when it comes down to it. Okay, so I have a wooden spear. I have 2 kids with a woman. It's my job to provide with this wooden spear and protect these 2 kids and this woman.
Right.
Because if I don't, my genes do not pass on. And if you look at every other mammals, that's their main purpose is to eat, fuck, and pass on genes.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So, like, I take for example, like, even though I'm a little dude, I've taken beatings for my woman before. And, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not the best of scrappers. I can scrap, but, like, due to size and things like that, I'm going to take a beating once in a while. That's just how that is. I'm going to take a loss.
I will throw somebody a beating for my female. You know what I mean? When it really comes down to it, you know, and like some women really like this shit. You know what I mean? Like fucking my ex-wife, she used to always try to start shit with other dudes. So like I would like zap out and fuck somebody up. You know what I mean? Because that was what turned her the fuck on. But, you know, I don't really have an issue doing this and being that type of individual, you know, like when it really comes down to it. And again, your woman is supposed to be your property. You're not supposed to let your property go around with somebody else and fuck them when it really comes down to it.
Exactly.
But look, it's been like an hour and a half and I just got a fucking text message saying my shit's ready to work. So I got to bolt out of here. I apologize for ending this bitch early, but you know what I mean? Like, I want to thank everybody for coming to fuck on tonight. Thanking everybody for coming to fuck out. You know what I mean? Like, Ed, nigga, holla at me, Joker. You know the situation, gaming. If you're streaming later, I'll try to hop on, motherfucking holla at you. I'll probably be in and out and doing my robot thing. So it'll be what it is. In the meantime, man, thank you, everybody. I'm gonna holla at y'all. Motherfucker, you know the situation. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.
Have a good one. Well, guys, I'm gonna also back out because I'm horny and I'm gonna get what I need.
Yeah, I'm gonna back out too. Got to take care of.
Game doesn't say bye. Look at that selfish prick.
Well, you already know what kind of whore he is.
Well, Full Metal Man, I hope you have